Hello, right, for lesson 3, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this sunset into an actual piece of art, okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice on this one, the sketch, and then I'm going to actually put it on this one, okay? So you can see that the elephant shape here, I want kind of like a tree coming in, maybe here, like something like that. And then I want the shape of an elephant there, and the shape of an elephant there, and then the grass is going to be there. So it's going to look like it's all black up to there, but then I'll probably leave that trunk out, okay? So the tree and the elephant's coming across, alright? So, right, I've already messed it up because I've drawn it on that one now, I have to do it on this one, okay? So I'm just going to move the silhouette to the side for now. And I'm just going to draw my African setting here. So starting like this, I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw a line across so I can tell where my page starts and finishes. And then here, look, I'm just going to draw the elephant here. And like I said, I'm only going to draw like really roughly because I'm going to paint it obviously. And then that elephant's trunk comes down there. And then his legs just kind of crossed, very similar to the actual silhouette elephant. It's alright because that adds kind of like to the story of where the elephant's going, where the elephants come from. And I'm just going to do that there, like so. So I've got an elephant there, and then I'm just going to draw the African tree, kind of like here. Do this, and you can see that the branch is there. And then some are shooting off like so. I love the silhouettes of these African trees, how they're all like intertwined. So once you've got the outline of the tree, you then just quite simply going to put the bush bits on the top, and then make sure that the bush bits are all touching each other, and that's what adds to that real dramatic kind of black backdrop, okay? Just finally just going to sketch in the final elephant there. So he's the big elephant, he's the one leading the way. Like so. Okay, so I've got two elephants. You know what? We'll just chuck a little baby elephant in there as well. Hopefully we'll get on. I don't know how far back the elephant's tail goes on my silhouette though, so I don't know if we'll even see this. But it doesn't help to try it. So we've got the baby elephant, mama elephant and papa elephant, okay? So you can see now, if I just go back to my silhouette and I place it on top, you can see that now it tells a story. 3 elephants migrating across Africa. What I'm going to do is I'm just slightly going to move that head a little bit more this way, just so that I can see it. Okay, like so. Alright, don't know if that'll rub out. I'll try it. And what I'm going to use, I'm going to use these little paintbrushes just to kind of get the texture. So you can see, so the top of the tree, it's really important that you stab your paintbrush a little bit so you get that messy edge to the bush. Can you see me from there? So. And then use the leftover paint just to fill in that gap like so. So you can see that that bush there comes over the side. I think these are called geisha trees, I think. African geisha trees. So you can see that now that I'm doing bush by bush, it's all coming to life. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean that one that way. That way, come up a little bit, go down a little bit. It's all about doing it messy on the edges so that you get that kind of bush feel about it. Okay. And then once you've done the messy edges, you are then going to put the tree branches in, the tree trunk, and link them all together. I've obviously started with the most difficult part of the silhouette, but you can see that the whole image is starting to come to life now. Just put a few more twigs sticking out. So look. Should be alright. Cool. Okay. And then after you've done the tree, you just then can paint silhouettes of the animals. If you're doing small images like me, try and get the thinnest brush you can get your hands on. I'm trying to do this with a number 2 with a kind of blunt end, and it is really, really hard. But all the students have taken the good brushes and left me with the awful one. Try and get some shape to everything that you do. So if I'm doing an elephant's leg, I'm not just going to do a straight line, and try and put a bit of shape to it. What's really important, and I mean really important, is that you keep looking at your silhouette and figuring out if it all fits in, because you could be painting something that's really detailed, but then you're not going to see it because your silhouette takes over it. So you just got to keep checking. Okay, so I'm going to do this really quickly, just spreading the paint out and making it a little bit thicker. And then what you want to do at the bottom is just add like little flicks like this for the grass, So it looks like they're walking on grass. Get a little elephant's tail. You gotta just take my word for it that if I wasn't doing this in 11 minutes, I could do a bit of a better job. Okay? For the sake of you lot watching this video, I'm going to do it in 11 minutes rather than 2 hours. Okay? Now we're going to cross our fingers that that doesn't show up a lot when it all dries and you don't notice the way that I've just changed direction with the pencil there. I'm going to be looking at just the one direction and the way that it all sits on top. So I'm just going to finish off that grass. Like so. And then I'm just going to get a bigger brush. Just get some black, shook it in, like so. See that just that. So the bottom bit, doesn't matter how messy you do it because it's just leading up to that line, and then that line, it's all about technique. Okay, so there is an 11-minute African sunset. If you want to push yourself a little bit more, you could have a go at drawing some birds, you could have a go at drawing, I don't know, in fact, let's just chuck one in right now actually. So if I just place that kind of, I'm just going to hover it over but not put it in. You can see that I could fit a bird over there, so I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do one here, like this. Should do the bottom of a bird, like that. In fact, I'll do it about there. So that's just the tail of the bird, and then just a little beak, and then I'm just going to do like that, like something like that, like a vulture or an eagle. It's just so we've got a bit of a bird flying over there, and show the bird's head. There you go. So birds just flying in and joining the migration. So there you go. So that's step 3. So you should now have the silhouette, you should have the sunset, and you should have the silhouette on top of the sunset. Okay? So if I just ever so carefully place this down, don't do this, wait till it dries, but I'm just doing it so that I can show you kind of what it looks like, finished product, a bit like that. Okay? So that should be what you have now after doing step 1, step 2 and step 3. Alright? Thank you.